What is the scariest thing to happen to you when you've been home alone? I was actually at a friend's house when her parents weren't home. We were maybe 10. It was her, my sister, her sisters, and me. We decided to go swimming. There have been a rash of burglaries lately, but mostly garages being broke into. Anyway, we were in the pool when we noticed the kitchen light turn on. It was evening. We assumed her parents, so looked in the window to do something stupid to get their attention when we realized we do not know the individual in the house. We hid behind the wall of the pool above ground, terrified until her parents finally came home. It appeared as though he got spooked as he only ransacked the kitchen and left the garage door wide open when fleeing. When I was around 8 or 9, my mom commuted to a major city about an hour and a half away. So I would bring myself home from school about 100 away, lock the door and watch cartoons or play Neopets until she got home. We lived in apartment blocks, and one day, one of the older male people in the apartment lost his wallet, and he figured it must have been me. Keep in mind, I've never stolen anything in my life or had any trouble with the law, and I had no clue what he was talking about. He came and banged on the door so aggressively that I jumped out of my skin and was belligerent, demanding I open the door. I rang Mom crying, and she jumped on a train to come home, but she was an hour and a half away. She called some friends, and they came and got me. And at that stage, he had taken a break and gone back to his apartment, but left his dry cleaning there. When Mom got back, she stormed straight to his door and pounded on it like he had done to our door. He came to the door, all shocked, and she demanded to know why he thought it was appropriate to bang on the door for an hour to scare a little girl. He replied that he thought I stole his wallet. Mom asked him if he still thought I did, and he said no, I found it in the car park. She looked like she wanted to kill him and forced him to apologize. Also, in that same apartment block, there was a hairline fracture on the sliding door that we didn't know about. A strong wind blew and shattered the entire window inwards. I was home alone then too. That was scary as fuck. It was spooky movie night at a friend's, and we were 3. Movie's deep, just finished watching Dark Skies. I was hungry, so I was like, alright, getting my leftovers, so I went downstairs by myself. When I closed the fridge, I caught movement out of the corner of my eye, and when I turned to see what it was a ghostly white skeletal thing just staring at me from outside the patio, with shimmering hazy lights pulsing behind it. I fucking freaked, dropped my food, and run up the stairs nearly in tears babbling about someone or thing in the backyard. Turns out, it was just my own reflection mixed with the lights and steam from a hot tub outside, but I've never been so scared in my life. It was a hot summer and my parents went to a wedding. I had a project to do, and it was like 1 a.m. and silent until a random drunk dude crawled in through my window with a bottle and blush face. I was 20 feet away at my desk from the window, and we both just stared at each other. He was flustered and said, "Oh, sorry there kid, wrong house," and attempts to leave the way he came. He was drunk and dizzy, so I helped him by pushing him out the window. I thoroughly shut it and stared at it for 2 hours until my parents came home. Not sure if this counts. Was working on a farm in northern CA. It was a startup, and I was the only person at nights on an isolated 650 acres. After dinner, was walking from the lodge to my cabin, 100 yards plus. It's dark, so all I can see is what my flashlight illuminates, plus a little on the periphery of the main beam. Anyway, walking back, and in the periphery, I see red fucking eyes staring at me. Unblinkingly. I turn the light on it, and all I see is a pale white mask behind the still red eyes. I freak. Takes a little bit to get me jumpy, but this sure as hell did. Picture a 6 feet 5 inches, 260 pounds man. Now, picture him letting out an unbelievably high-pitched scream and straight sprinting in his cabin, 50 yards or so. The next day, I was talking to one of the guys that come up to help out during this. They told him what happened, and he about fell over laughing. I think the sincere terror in my voice as I described the pale monster really drove the funny nail home for him. Well, turns out there's such a thing